Taking out the pole award is Sean Angel in car number 14, his 4th of the year. Today, the teams head to the E4 International Raceway in Sweden for the 2nd round of the European Tour, and silly season is starting to kick forward in full swing, and we've already got some major announcements as Cosmic Nova shocked the racing world by announcing that he would not be returning to the Insomniac Elite Series full-time next season. He will be going to Formula X, searching for new challenges, and will only be a part-time driver next season. On top of that, we've got plenty of new teams looking to race full-time next season. And it's gonna be it's already shaking up to be a very interesting grid for the upcoming season. However, moving back to this season, following the events of the last race, Connor Atwood was suspended for 2 races following his actions in Silverstone, and Slim Jim Series driver Raphael Van Lonfen is making his series debut in the free today, and Zachary Fitzwater is driving the number 74 for Team Thunder. Certainly will be a big deal for the Aussie, and he'll be looking to try and impress. However, he is starting all the way back in 40th due to an engine failure in Happy Hour. Now, this track has a reputation for being a very tight track and quite difficult to pass on. There's a lot of ways to get yourself in trouble here, so we'll have to see who tackles it best as we get down to the track for the round of Sweden. Sean Angel and Cosmic Nova, familiar front row. It's certainly going to be a weird feeling, though, knowing that this is Cosmic Nova's first race after his announcement that he will not be returning full-time next season. But the pace car is in, where we bring it down to the green. And here we go, we're green, we're rocking in Sweden! And already we're looking at 4 wide here! Chan really goes down to the bottom! Finn guy's on Nova's inside as we pile into turn number 1! 4 wide between Chan, Krieger, Louvier, and Smith. Smith gets pushed wide, and Angel's gonna get away with the lead. Chan is gonna be in second. It is 3 wide for third. The starts here are always headache, and Angel is going to get away with the lead. Nova goes back past the 51. He retakes second. Great run off the hairpin, and it is clean in the back. No crashes. Chan is not done with the 27 yet, though. He's going to be side by side as we head down into the major trouble spot in the circuit here. The chicane. Gotta be very careful here. They made contact. They touched. They're going to keep it side by side, and Chan might be able to get the run here. Outside his preferred line here, and Finn Guy lurks behind them. This is Jeffrey Finn Guy won at this track last year. So this is definitely one of his better racetracks. Chan does clear to 27 as Angel begins to pull a gap. It's a bit unsettled in the back, and that's because you got a spin. It's the 59 of Gold Red, like in his first race for BMW Team Deutschland. And Danny Everett taking a very experimental line there into the sand. Seems to be working out for him. Probably had to run wide to avoid that incident. Big mess in the back, and Fitzwater, like I said in the pre-race, he had to go to the rear, had to go to a backup engine, and he's gonna pass his normal car there in the 59. Wilson Security not on the hood because that is Fitzwater's sponsor, but Angel pulling a solid gap. A little bit of a mistake there on the foul corner for Finn Guy, and that's opened the door for Chris Louvier to attack. Coming down to the stripe, Sean Angel's gonna lead the first lap by a pretty significant margin. Wait, 14's going slow into 1. Something's wrong with the car. Sean Angel's got an issue at the end of the first lap. Chan gets held up, and that's gonna give Nova a shot to catch up. Chan goes by. Oh, they hit contact. 14's off. 14 to 27 just crashed! Nova keeps in the sand. He's back out on track, but Sean Angel is in the sand trap. And your front row, your top qualifiers just got together, and Sean Angel, that car not going anywhere. He's got to go to the garage. He's got to go to the pits. They're going to get that car towed, and that just turned this. We're only on lap 2, and that just turned the race on its head. Your 2 fastest cars all weekend run into trouble, and that gives the lead to Maxwell Chan and second to Jeffrey Finn Guy. Well, here's a look at what happened. Now, Sean Angel, something broke in that car heading to turn 1. Don't know what it is. Could have been an engine problem. Could have been a puncture. They've not gotten the tire set up right on that, but either way, that car slows to a crawl in turn 1. Chan gets held up but avoids making contact. Now, he's going to have to slow extra early in this next corner. Now, you're going to have to watch it here. You'll see Nova starts catching very quickly. Now, to an untrained eye, it may look like Nova just intentionally dumped the 14, but I will assure you that was not an intentional move. I'm going to give you another angle here. From an onboard angle of the 27 here, you'll be able to see just what happens. Going to turn 1, Angel has to check up, and there's not much Nova could have done at that point. Just an unfortunate incident, and it's a tough break for both of those drivers, really. Now, here's something we missed on the start. Check this out. This is Timur Elise in the 62. Started 24th. Watch this. He dove it into turn number 1. He really threw it in and gained a ton of spots there on the start of the race. It's been a tough season for DeLise, but that is a fantastic start for the 62. Meanwhile, here's Charles Sanford. He had to go all the way back to 38th on the grid due to changing to a backup gearbox. He had issues with the gearbox in happy hour. He's already up to 23rd place. It's been a fantastic start for the 24 crew, and he is right behind Ali Nelson. The two Audis battling for position right in front of him, but he's got a shot at a point spot here. So he'll be one to keep an eye out for here today. He's already looking to make a move here with Ali Nelson. They're gonna be side by side here down the chicane. You gotta be very careful here. It's easy to make a mistake and go off. They might make contact, and oh, case in point, they do touch, and Nelson's off in a sand trap. That's unfortunate there. Tough break for Nelson, but it just tells you the nature of this track. I was just talking about it. You have to be careful into that chicane. It's so easy to make contact, lose the back end of the car, and then off in the sand you go. And that's exactly what's happened to Nelson. Well, despite that incident, Cosmic Nova does not have any damage. It's still a clean race car. And while that 27 is still the fastest cars on the track, and he is harassing the 31 for position. And he's going to go down low right here. He's going to try to squeeze the movement. Look how close they get. They did not make contact, and he's going to try to hold it up high here, but he can't do it. That last corner is the most important part on the track to get right. If you mess up on there, you'll get a bad run on this long straightaway, and that just opens the door up for attacking Schneider. And that must have happened to Schneider, because Ryder Smith making a move on him, and Ryder Smith, he did not get a good start to the race, but he's already starting to make progress back up the grid. He goes up to 9th. Oh, Pericles with a great run off the hairpin. That's another important part of the circuit there. You want to get a good run off that hairpin. It's very, very easy to get it wrong. And Pericles is around the bumper there, the 17, but he loses the back end a little bit. Gets tight, and he's going to lose out there. And it looks like he's not going to be able to get it. He's not able to get it there. It's the holdback for now, but Cosmic Nova is still lurking behind. He's not gotten the move done yet, but the speed is there. He'll be one to watch out for to maybe force his way through the order, get back up to the front. And there's a mistake I was talking about. Pericles gets a little loose out the foul corner, and here comes Nova with a great run off. He kind of swerved out too much. He lost the draft, and I think Pericles will still hold on. And that's a little example of what I mean there. I don't think Nova's done with him. No, he's not. He's right underneath. He's looking. He's trying to find a way down low. Can't make it happen. Still right on the bumper, and oh, there's a little bump right there. Nova's gave the 31 a bump as we head into the hairpin, but Pericles is going to get a good enough run to hold him off for now. But how long can he hold off the charge of that number 27? It's been an exceptionally good start to the race for Shell United Motors. All three of those guys got off to a really good start, and Jeffrey Finguy, of course, running in second, trying to chase down the 51, not really having a good time of it. But I am noticing that while Chan is breaking away, he's also starting to catch the lap car of Ali Nelson, and lap traffic can be a real nuisance here since it's such a difficult track to pass on. But anyway, back to Shell United. You got DJ Curtis and Sem still looking for another top 10 this season. But then you have Timur Elise running in 11th. This might be the most, after that amazing start, he's been keeping up his pace. This may be the most speed Elise has shown all season. And with it being announced that Elise will not be returning to his 62 ride next season, it's now up to him to try and impress potential team owner. And it's time for him to go out there and impress potential team owners into maybe giving him a ride for their team. Maxwell Chan, he's not managed to get past the 96 yet. She's still holding a good gap. Gonna have to be a little careful here. I mean, when you're chasing a car, it can be so easy to make a mistake off that final corner. And I think Nova actually might have made a mistake. It looked like Curtis was beginning to close in. And you're gonna have to watch out. As Chan closes in, he's gonna have to hold off on that move for now. And he's still not managed to make the move. But there's a mistake I was talking about. He runs it wide. Finn Guy getting a much better off the final corner. And that is going to eat into Chan's gap. Let's see how much he gains this time by. Waiting for the leaderboard update. Look at that! Finn Guy gained 6/10 that time by. That's how important the final corner is. It can make or break your lap. And Chan, he needs to pass this lap car. I think he's starting to feel the pressure to get by. Maybe getting a bit nervous since he knows it's so easy to make a mistake and have an off when trying to get around lap traffic. And it's causing issues for him. He wasn't even that close and he ran wide there. Finn Guy is hitting his marks and starting to close in here. We head into the S's. Gets that right. He is gonna be watching his rear view for sure here. So we get in the later parts of the circuit. Oh, here we go. Now the 92 is coming into view. It's getting a lot closer now. But can he get close enough? This is the part of the circuit really where you can't do a whole lot. Chan dives it in, still trying to Nelson's holding. I think one of the biggest problems is Nelson's a competitive lap car. She's still got some speed. And that's making it even harder for Chan to close the gap. Louvier's looking back there too. If either one of these two make a mistake, he might be able to capitalize as well. Oh, gets a better run that time. I think Finn Guy looked even tighter in that corner. I don't know if he's good this time. I think that may have been a good lap for Chan. Leaderboard updates. No, Finn Guy's still closing in. The battle for a final point spot here begins to heat up. Maxwell Chan and Mark Colbert now under fire from the Dodge Motorsports car of Marco Rossi. In his first year, look at Sanford throw it in! Takes advantage. I think the 6 actually has a problem. Yeah, he does. That's why it's so packed up, because the 6 has an issue. And he's pretty slow in the corners, but yeah, that Team Thunder reliability has been a major issue. Reliability has been a major issue for Team Thunder this season. And it struck them again. The Fords having more mechanical troubles. Rossi's going to get away. But now he's bunching the field up behind him here. Sanford, Holbert, Zona, Cole, they're all trying to make a move. 3 S3 cars all stuck behind Matt Duncan here. Holbert's looking. He's going to be trying to make a move here into the S's. Oh, he's getting a little too close to the bumper. There's contact there. And he just turned to 24. Sanford into the sand and into the wall. And he's not getting out of that. Mark Colbert. Oh, and the 20s and the 76 got turned as well. But Mark Colbert just took out his car owner. And the team owner's already not been particularly impressed with his performance this year. It's been disappointing in junior and in his part-time Elite Series starts. And that is the last thing you want to do. And there it is. There it is. Stewart's increase. It's been given race control's given him a 10-second time penalty for that one. We're gonna take a closer look at what happened. Well, here's a little replay here. Matt Duncan was holding him up. Charles Sanford trying to find a way around, but Mark Colbert was practically pushing the bumper of that 24, and he got way too close to 24, way too aggressive. Spun him around. You should not be racing your teammate like that, and he spun him around. And then, of course, Sanford goes in there. There's Seth Cole. He gets into 76 and spins him. No damage for Asherton Zona, though. He'll be able to keep going without too many problems. But that is the last thing you want to do, especially when you're trying to impress your car owner. that's definitely not going to look good for Holbert. And like I said, he's already gotten himself a time penalty for that incident. And just to add to confusion, there was a wreck further behind. You see what the field beginning to stack up. You're going to see here, Aiden Shepard didn't see that coming. He gets to the back of Jason Perthold, spins him around, and then Dick Cook plows in. And I mean, Dick Cook starting the back, it's the last thing he needed. And then Favali, and yeah, everyone, it's just a accordion effect, and several cars got spun around there. Dick Cook, Perthold gets spun again, and then Zachary Fitzwater in a 74 also went for a spin. And that's not what Fitzwater needed. That's definitely going to hurt. That's definitely going to hurt him in his run to the front. And more calamities strike for S3 Motorsports. As you're going to see here, Niko Polyakov has an issue from his car. And yeah, he has an issue from 13th. And that is a tough break for him. And here comes Holbert. Now, Holbert's already got into one of his teammates. Oh, that's a line! That's a line! Hey, get off him! Get off of him! And he just dumped his teammate! Again! Holbert just dumped another of his teammates. And Polyakov, he's pulling up the track. You might not want to do that. He's going into the racing line. What are you doing? Oh, and that's going to be a problem right there. Right at Costa. Right in the back of the 48. And, yeah, and that's going to be, and that just got more time added to Holbert's time penalty. It's now a 30-second penalty. Like plus 20. And Niko Polyakov will be called to the hauler after the race for whatever that was. Well, let's take another look here. Now, see Polyakov calling out a corner, and Holbert's a good run off, and he just slams on the back of him, doesn't get off, and spins him around. There's really no excuse for that behavior, and I don't know what Holbert is trying to prove by doing that. But then it gets worse, because then Polyakov, not paying attention, just pulls back up into the racing line, right up half of Red, like he scrapes by, and then Ryan Acosta, who is not so lucky, and he plows into the 48's back, and that'll be heavy damage for the 42. And I mean, Ryan Acosta's had a pretty terrible weekend, and that's just going to compound those matters. So S3 Motorsports stirring up a lot of trouble and getting in a lot of trouble today. But yeah, I don't know what Holbert is trying to prove, and that cannot look good, and that cannot look good for him. And now he's going to have a 30-second time penalty to contend with. On to 51 runs wide again! Chan cannot afford these mistakes. There you see, 92 is creeping closer and closer, and I'm pretty sure he's cut the gap. He's gotten a lot closer there, yeah. And there's the update. Yeah, he's basically cut the gap in half. Yeah, Maxwell Chan cannot afford to keep making these mistakes. Knowing Finn Guy, he will capitalize on them, and he is getting closer and closer with each lap. Alright, he's still behind the 96. He's going to go in the last corner again. Now let's see what and he runs it wide again! And Finn Guy's there this time. He gets a great run off. And he's going to attack the 51 for the lead. That was a fantastic run off the corner for the 92. And they are going to be side by side for the lead here as we head on to lap 12. Finn Guy's on the preferred line. He throws it in. Chan trying to hold on the high side, but he's not going to get it. Finn Guy's going to hold it, and he's clear. Car number 92 takes the lead. How about that? Jeffrey Finn Guy taking the lead for Shaw United. And then Chris Louvier, he's lurking. He's right there. And Ray Krieger's also entered the battle. And then behind them, Kazakh Nova. He's past the 31. He is right back into the mix. So we have to watch out for him as well. Now, in the S's, can Chan maybe try to make a move on the... Can he try to get payback here? I don't think he's close enough to get anything done. Krieger definitely is. He's running very close to that 98. But I don't think he can pull it off either. I think it just comes to show how difficult it is to make a pass because you got all these guys just chasing. Not much getting done. There's a battle back here. Oh, that's a lap. That's Stanford getting lapped. He's back out on track. But yeah, Finn Guy's starting to pull a gap here. The second part of the track is where he can really start to pull away. He can't really make any moves here. Finn Guy knows that. He's just trying to hit his marks. He's doing just that. And the group is definitely starting to close together. Just squeezing it all together in a one nice little pack here. Nova's getting ever closer to the lead. For the S's, and then we're going to foul corner one more time here. Once again, Finn guy better not make a mistake, and he doesn't. Nice clean exit. But someone who didn't get a clean exit was Louvier, as he now faces fire from Ray Krieger. 17 car looks like it's running well for once here. He's had a pretty good weekend. Dylan Young's had a problem. Looks like he has some damage on the back end. Yeah, it's like there may have been an incident involving him. So we'll take a look at that, and Pericles gets payback. Retakes the position, and Louvier is going to attack the 17 again here. Right behind him. Oh, he may back off for now. Yeah, it looks to be what he's going to do, but let's see into the final corner. Yeah, it looks like he's just going to back off for now. Oh, here it is. This is back on lap 10, and we missed this. Dylan Young, he had an off with the 76. He gets in the back of Asherton's zone, and they both go off. And both cars are going to have to get towed. Both cars have to get towed, and that is unfortunate for both of them. Well, let's see here. Can Zona get out? Yeah, Zona actually is able to get out, but that is some heavy damage on the back end of the 76. In the meantime, here's a look at Rafael Van Lanfen. Now, Van Lanfen, he didn't even know he was going to be doing this until about a day ago when he got called by RJ Manson, his car owner in the Slim Jim Series, and was like, hey, we need a driver for the free. Would you like to race in the Elite Series? And I mean, who's he to say no? Van Lanfen, 23 years of age, is a Slim Jim Series race winner, and he is making history today as he is the first Swiss driver to make a start in the Elite Series. And he's certainly having a solid showing right now. He's basically doing what he should be doing for a sub, keeping the car clean, running. He's doing a good job. He's keeping the car clean and running it quietly inside the top 15. And just to compound Audi's troubles today, there is an issue. Like Tristan Wilhoit has had issues on a 16 here, and he's going to bring the GCI Audi into the pit lane. And that's a tough break for Audi Team Jost. They were looking forward to this weekend, and it's definitely not the way they wanted things to go here. All of a sudden, it looks like Chris Louvier, number 98, he's really fallen off from the group of cars in front of him. He's really struggling to keep the corner speed. I think there's a problem on that car. He's not fallen way off the pace yet, but he certainly is off the pace. There's nothing wrong with the engine. He's fine and straight, but that car seems to be struggling in the corners, and it's bringing the rest of the field up to him as Nick Pericles caught, Kozak Nova's there, and DJ Curtis is up there as well, and this is still a utterly fantastic drive for Curtis. He's still running in 7th today. Exactly to run that 78 team unit, but watching him go through here, you can see he's really slow. It's hurting him, and certainly these guys behind him are going to be getting a little impatient. There's case in point. Nova looking underneath the 31, and Pericles trying to find an opening, but Aussie, like Louvier, he has a right to it, and if he's impeding, I mean, Louvier, this is for position, this is for 4th, so yeah, Louvier has a right to defend, and with the car running the way it is, he's gonna have to defend any way he can to hold on to that position, because there's definitely a problem with that car. Oh, Pericles might get him here. Nope. Louvier with a good run off the exit there, the hairpin. And Jeffrey Finguy is radioing to his crew chief. He's going to be coming down this time, and so is Ray Krieger. Both of those two come down, but here comes DJ Curtis with a great run off the foul corner. He's going to challenge Cosmic Noah for position. The two drivers champions of the Insomniac Elite Series do battle here for position. And Curtis, great turn 1, and he's going to get the spot. Could he go 2 for 2 here? He's got a shot here. Since Louvier's impeding the 31, gets a good run off of the exit there. And he's gonna squeeze it. He's squeezing on the 31, moves him out of the way, and there you go. DJ Curtis gonna gain 2 spots, and no, he's gonna make it free because he finds a way past the 98. Fantastic work there. Fantastic work from the 78 of Curtis. Just picked up 3 spots in a single lap and just in time for pit stops. Now, he did stay out, so did Maxwell Chan, and I mean, that's basically Maxwell Chan's favorite strategy right there. He certainly took a few pages from the book of Val Miller. And it's helped him plenty of times in the past. It may help him again here, as he tries to overcut the 92 of Finn Guy. And Maxwell Chan in. He's gonna get ahead. There we go. They pop the car down. Gonna get him off here. And there's Finn Guy in the background. Can he get past him? Kind of pits, and yes, he does! Maxwell Chan retakes the lead on pit stops, and DJ Curtis out in third! What a stop for a 78 team! Like this is the highest Curtis has run all season! Some fantastic stuff! But now Finn Guy's gonna have to play chaser, and he's doing just that. Look at Finn Guy's on warmer tires, and he's already getting to close the gap right back up. Chan may have the better equipment, but Finn Guy is a wheel man. He knows, he's always driving that car as hard as he can, and he is right on the 31. He's right at 51 now. He's almost pushing him in the corner. And they're catching the lap car of Charles Sanford now. Is Finn Guy gonna use him as a pick? We know Chan's been struggling with the lap traffic, and that could be the same thing here. Oh, he looked. There was a peak from the 92. Now he can't find a way around him yet. Into the hairpin. He's going down low. He's gonna try in the hairpin. Side by side again. Oh, that's not gonna be good for him. Yeah, Sanford holds him up there. And Chan does pass the 24, and so does Finn Guy. They're gonna hold on to it for now. Wait, Finn Guy's still down low. He's not giving up, and he's back underneath the 51, side by side the S's. And in the foul corner, Finn Guy's got the preferred line. And here we go. I think he's gonna get it, and a good run off, and Jeffrey Finn Guy retakes the lead. Great move there from the 92. Getting word of an instant here. Danny Everett and Roma Favali at 56 to 45. They were hooked to get across the pits, and Everett just dumped the 45 coming off. And that's a bit of a silly incident there. It didn't really need to happen. And Danny Everett Race Control has slapped Danny Everett with a 10-second time penalty. Well, here's Zachary Fitzwater in a 74. We haven't really been talking about him much today, and that's because he's been struggling down in 29th. It's certainly a bit unfortunate. He's had a bad day. It's certainly not what he wanted in his first race for the 74 team. He will be back in the 59 car next week. We don't know when his next race with the team will be, but it has been stated that Fitzwater will have 4 races in this car. Quite a few drivers had poor pit stops, actually, as Ray Krieger's dropped way down the order into about 21st. Go up here. Kozlik Nova down to 19th, and Ryder Smith is down in 16th. Well, okay, or is a little excused. I think Pedro Hierra had the pit, but yeah, not good stops for those guys. But on the opposite end of the spectrum, you have Rafael Van Lanfen, who's entered the top 10, and Timur Delise is up to 9th. This has to be the drive of his career. This is the drive of his career so far. If he can hold on to this, it would be absolutely incredible. It's like he's been looking to impress potential team owners here, and he's having one hell of a drive right now. He could be looking at his first career top 10 finish in the Elite Series. But now they've re-encountered the lap car of Allie Nelson. I think he's going to have to move her out of the way. It's just a requirement, and he's getting a lot more aggressive of her than Chan was. Yeah, he doesn't. Oh, I think there's a bump there. Yeah, he moved her out of the way. I mean, you gotta do what you have to. You have to do what you have to do, and Nelson's just really racing him hard. She does not want to go a lap down, but she's going to finally she's going to be defeated there because Finn Guy powers around the outside, and finally someone has put that 96 a lap down. Can't believe it took them this long but there you go. But with that, Jeffrey Finn Guy's in clean air now, so Chan needs to pass her, and he still can't do it. He ran wide in the final corner again. So that's allowed Finn Guy to break away. Chan can't get him in time. Can't get by her in time. Then that might win the 92 this race. And boy, how big of a win that would be. But, yeah, Finn Guy's in a good position right now. So now Chan's gonna be on the back foot as he tries to pass 96. Oh, yeah, he knows now. He's looking, but Nelson gets a good run off. He's also the watch behind him. DJ Curtis Curtis has a very good race car here today. He's actually entering the picture. He's catching the 51 and the 92. Could DJ Curtis return to victory lane? It's been a little while. He hasn't won all season. It's not been very close. This is by far the 78's best run of the year. So could it become a win? Yeah, it's starting to get a little more dense up here as now Finn Guy's caught another lap car. The 22 of William Brock. And I mean, Brock's kind of might want to be careful. I mean, it wasn't his fault, but he was still involved in the incident with Canadian Tire, with Kazakh Nova, and ended up taking the leader out of contention to win. Yeah, just misfortune follows that 22 car around, and Nelson gets a poor run off. That could give Chan a shot here. Finn Guy got a bad run too, and Chan's finally underneath the 96. I think after like what 20 laps of trying, Maxwell Chan's finally overtaken the 96. Surely this is it. Oh, yeah, he has, and he's gonna go right back. He's gonna double up and challenge the 92 for the lead. He's right back in this thing. Oh, but not a great run off. Now DJ Curtis wants to follow suit. He wants to get past her as well. He can't get the move done yet. And Finn Guy starting to pull the gap once more. He's gonna have to work. He'll have to worry about that 22. William Brock, he's been very slow all weekend, and he's even slower now. Now he has damage. But watch out there. Curtis still not gotten by. And he's gonna need to make it happen. Still got Jacques Cook back there. He's not out of the race. I might as well look back here because it's got Reese Black in 4th. He had an amazing stop. Bouvier's 5th. And whatever issues they had of that car, they may have been fixed. Collins 6th, Schneider 7th. And Delise and Vermonfen's still in the top 10, but they are being chased by Pericles, and Shelley could become a factor later on, maybe. You know how good his race speed is. And Chen gets a good exit there. And in the final corner, he might look to challenge him again. Oh, but that's a bad line, and he's going to run it wide again. And Nelson ran it wide too, and that's opened the door for the 78. And Finn Guy's going to get a run at 22 as well, as we're now going to be hitting 7 laps to go. This is going to be really good for Finn Guy if he can get the 22 out of the way. And there you go. And he's basically just got nothing but clean air up ahead of him. I don't know if Ashton Zone will become a factor. And Allie Nelson also being taken out of the equation. Oh, Kerr's a great run off the hairpin. He's going to be looking to make a 1. Could he try to make a 1-2 for Shell United? Maybe. Oh, but Nelson's got under thoughts. She's not giving up, and she's forced to 78 up wide in the 51. They're bouncing off of each other. Nelson's barged her way in, even though this isn't for position. She trying to get her lap back? She's going way too far with this, and there's more contact. How was that not a wreck? How was that not a wreck? Absolutely incredible car control from these guys, but ridiculous stuff from Nelson. She should not be racing the leaders like that. Could have very easily taken them out. Yeah, she could have very easily taken them out, and Chan's going to run wide because of that. It's going to open a door for Curtis once again. Curtis, these guys are going all over the place all of a sudden. And Curtis going to try and find an opening. Oh, they touch. Oh, but Curtis breaks loose. He almost spun the car out. Things are getting wild here. But Allie Nelson Allie Nelson to be called it a hauler after the race. They are going to want to talk of her about why she's racing up the leaders so hard. But hey, at least it certainly made for an exciting moment. It's not. And that's certainly what Finn Guy. That is certainly a golden moment for Finn Guy. That's exactly what he needed. It's going to help him open a huge gap here. Where's he just how big the gap is here? Gonna be 6 laps to go this time. Across the stripe, and here we go. We'll see what the timing is going to update. And he's gained a full second thanks to Nelson's antics, so he'll probably be sending her a Christmas card later. So that's definitely... So I think Finguy might have this wrapped up as long as the car holds together. You know, all these guys starring, they're going to try to get past Allie Nelson again. Chan's already re-overtaking the 56, and now Curtis going to look to do the same. Good run off. Jeez, Nelson's racing so hard. We know how aggressive she is, but she's going a little too hard here today. Oh, slides up. Oh, there she goes. Lost the back end. I mean, it was only a matter of time. Certainly a bit of a fitting way for her to go out, though. Oh no! Oh no, the 92's blown up! With 6 to go, the engine's gone! Oh, you've got to be kidding me! Heartbreak for the 92! Oh, Jeffrey Finguy was running so well. He had this race all but wrapped up, but the engine's grenaded on him with 6 to go! Ah, no! And that is just heartbreaking. But what? Well, it's that one man's trash is gonna be another's treasure. Maxwell Chan picks up the pieces, and he is now your leader. And he's gonna have a shot to take 2 wins in a row. Well, let's see if DJ Kerr is gonna look to avenge his teammate here, and he's still got a shot, and he's got a good run off the final corner. Jeffrey Finguy, though, he's gotta be frustrated. That's such a great race. He won this race last year. He could have done the 2-peat, but I guess it just was not meant to be. Like, that just really sucks. But, oh well, he's got to pack it up, Gary, for next week. Certainly a fantastic drive for that team, and I feel like that alone should really help the morale in the coming weeks, knowing just how fast they were. And that team was incredibly fast. Certainly, like while it certainly could have been a lot more, I think they should certainly come home knowing get back and go back to the shop knowing that they've really got something going here. Just a bit unfortunate. But back to the battle at hand, Maxwell Chan still cannot pass the lap cars. This has been his undoing. This is what's been hurting Chan all race long, as he's been struggling to pass lap traffic, and it's just continuing to compound here, as he cannot get past the 22. Meanwhile, an already terrible day for S3 Motorsports is about to get even worse, as Seth Cole loses power from 17th. And what is it? All 4 S3 cars have run into problems with that. Cole's got to pull it off the track, parks on the curb, and that is going to be... And they have to bring that car back to the pits. Tough break for Seth Cole. Chan is hounding the back of the 24. He knows it's go time. He's got to stop lagging by the lap cars. There's some contact. He really squeezed it in there. I said he knows it's go time. And there you go. Chan finally doing what he needs to do, which is get past the lap traffic, and now he's got a clear track ahead. That may be all she wrote, as long as the car holds together, but of course it didn't hold together for Finguy, so yeah, I'll just say it's not over till it's over. Curtis, though, he's gonna have some work to do now. He's got to deal with the 22. And not only that, but Reese Black's lurking behind in third. I mean, he doesn't really have a reputation as a road ringer, but he does run well on these from time to time. But Paul Schneider, running inside the top 5 in the BMW car again, so at least he is helping a lot here. He's helping the team a lot here so far, European Tour. Doing a lot for the PT Cup effort, and I'm sure these good results are netting him a ton of prize money, certainly getting him some attention. You have the Formula X star, though, having some fantastic races so far, in his limited time this season. You know, Seth Cole back out on the racetrack, and he's being a bit of a nuisance for Kyle Collins. This is for a top 5 spot. Kyle Collins could be looking at his 8th top 5 finish of the year, which would be only 1 away from tying the record set by Connor Atwood last year, ironically with the same car, number 29. But can't quite make anything happen right now. Louvier's right up behind him. Can Louvier make something stick here? Nothing yet. You look back here. Yeah, remember what I said? Look who's entered the fray. Pericles is here, and so is Shelley. They've both entered this battle. The battle here in the top 10 is gonna get a lot more hectic. And Chris Louvier gets a run on Collins. Getting a run on the high side, and he's gonna get it. Collins runs wide, or go 3 wide of the lap car, or he almost did. Great run off there for the 98. Oh, he's getting a 25. No, he's got an issue. Problems for the 98. He's got to bring it in. Oh man, that's another tough break for this 98 crew. Whatever they had wrong with it, they thought they fixed it, but no, it's not. They're reporting a suspension issue on the car. I think they're reporting a suspension issue, or maybe a tire problem. I think it's a tire going down. Yep, it's a puncture, and that is gotta suck for those guys. They were running so well, but that's going to hurt. That's going to hurt it for them. Oh, Pericles, he's not above racing his teammates hard. He wants that spot, and he's going to try to get it no matter what. To more to least, he's racing at the lap car. Did Cook? Oh, careful! Don't want to throw away his amazing run. He's looking at a 7th place run right now. Oh, but Pericles. We're just waiting for something to happen. It's only a matter of time. Pericles, here we go. He's not gonna wait behind. He's not gonna wait behind his teammate. He wants points. He wants points, and he's going to take them by any means necessary. And that was an easy move for Pericles. And now Van Lonfen under fire from the 41. I know, like, Van Lonfen probably not going to race too hard because obviously you're gonna want to focus on getting that car home clean. Don't want to damage it. It's been a fantastic race for him. Now, I do want to make it clear that since it's not one of the 2 drivers that are supposed to be splitting a car, like the points from Lonfen scoring will not count for the split car in their championship run, because he is not a registered driver for the free split team. It'll still help for them. It'll still help them in the owners' points, which will definitely be relevant, considering owners' points will become a factor next season, as we are looking to have an overcapacity number of full-time entries next season. Oh, look in the back here. Phyllis Fedor is having a fantastic run, but she's got to hold off Ryder Smith and Kozak Nova, so yeah, that's definitely gonna be a bit difficult. 2 laps to go now. And Pericles is now now hounding the 62. Well, Delise, what are you gonna do here? You got a veteran coming very fast. Oh, and Faber's past Collins. Faber, who I'm certain is frustrated after Silverstone driving that car hard, and he might have just denied Collins his 8th top 5 of the year. And just like that, we weren't even looking. We barely looked away, and just like that, Pericles getting the move done. And ooh, Delise is getting a little impatient. But he fought better of it. I feel like that move wouldn't have worked. It was just way too brisk a movement. But I think he's going, and now he's gonna wait. Until here is definitely a much smarter place to make the move, and he gets it done easy, as he's gonna try to chase down the 31. He's giving it his best shot. Don't know if he's able to do it. Meanwhile, Curtis still stuck behind the 22. But all the chaos unfolding is happening behind Maxwell Chan. So as all the fireworks go off behind him, Chan's just been breaking away, and he's going to take the white flag. It's 1 more lap away from his 2nd win in a row, and just like that, he might be entering the title fight. I mean, like 2 races ago, we considered Chan like a bit of a dark horse. Like, if things went his way, maybe he could get in the picture, but we didn't really consider him a major threat. The picture has changed. Chan is on a roll right now. This is the Maxwell Chan from 2016. We've been wondering where he's been. Well, here he is, and he is here for business. Not gonna play around. Schneider passed Reese Black. But the battle for second's really starting to heat up as Schneider runs wide. Reese Black gonna look to retake 3rd. And DJ Curtis doing his best to hold on, get that 2nd place, and Schneider rubbing up against the 40. doesn't want to give the spot up, but Reese Black will have the preferred line. He will have the preferred line off the sweeper, and I think he's going to take it. The outside does not work up here. And Schneider getting back in line. Oh, no, he gets it wide. And that's might be all she wrote for there. But William Brock still holding up the 78. Curtis is in a panic. He's really trying to get past the 22. He knows he needs to do it. He needs to get by as soon as possible. And there he goes. Oh, and Justy gets by, and a 22 has an issue. And that's gonna take him out of the picture. Curtis is home free for second, but none of that matters to Maxwell Chan. As he heads through the final corners in the final turn, doesn't matter how he takes it, he's got a massive lead. And Maxwell Chan, he's already taken first on the all-time wins list, and he's going to extend that lead, and he's now in a title hunt. Second win in a row for Maxwell Chan as he takes the round of Sweden. Congratulations to Maxwell Chan on his 8th career win, and while there was a little bit of luck involved, I'm sure a win's a win. I'm sure he's happy all the same. DJ Curtis still comes home with a 2nd place finish for Shell United Motors. That's the best finish for that team, so they still have a lot to celebrate about. Reese Black, fantastic drive today, comes home 3rd on a road course. Definitely a shocker there. And Paul Schneider finishes 4th for the 2nd week in a row. So BMW Team Deutschland matching their best finish. Great job for Schneider. Tyler Faber avenges his DNF last week with a top 5 finish today, denying Kyle Collins an 8th top 5 finish, but I'm sure he won't be complaining about a 6th. Nick Pericles continues his streak of top 10 finishes of 7th, and Timur Delis comes home in 8th, his first career top 10 finish. An outstanding drive for the Bosnian. James Shelley gets another top 10 with 9th, and Rafael Van Lanfen does a fantastic sub job today, coming home in 10th. Ryder Smith comes home 11th, bit of a disappointing day for him, and Phyllis Fedor, another top 15 finish in 12th. Kozak Nova never really recovered after his poor pit stop and wound up 13th, and Ray Krieger finishes 14th. Aiden Shepard, great finish for him and the Young Motorsports crew, coming home a 15th place finish, and Chris Louvier, after his mechanical failure late in the going, finished 16th. Alex Perkle, with one of his best finishes of the year, in 17th, and Chris Argus-Smith, with that 18th place finish, will get himself back into the positive points. Fantastic job for him. I'm sure he's happy about that. And it's also Sean McLaughlin Racing's first ever points in the Elite Series. Roma Favali finishes 19th for Marionette. Great job for her, bringing home points for that underfunded team. And then Ricardo Picarelli makes a double points finish for McLaughlin. Great job for that team. Mark Colbert and Danny Everett had finished in the points in 17th and 19th, but their time penalties relegated them to 27th and 23rd, respectively. Moving on to the point standings, as the only driver in the title fight that didn't run into issues, Kyle Collins takes the point lead, now with 7 top 5s and 10 top 10s, the most out of anyone. He has a 14-point lead on Charles Sanford, who really needs to regain his form. Sean Angel, after another disappointing race, drops to 3rd in the points, and after 2 wins in a row, Maxwell Chan is right in the middle of this thing. He is up to 4th in points, only 32 points off the lead. He is within a race now. Matt Duncan continues to fall down the standings. He drops to 5th, and Ryder Smith, 77 points off the lead, is in 6th. Seth Cold continues to drop. He falls down to 6th, falls down to 7th, and Kozak Nova is now 88 points off the lead in 8th. James Shelley is 9th, 101 points behind, and then 113 back, it is Chris Louvier rounding out your top 10. Nico Polyakov remains in 11th, and Nick Pericles, 12th. Reese Black of his podium today goes up to 13th, knocking down Ray Krieger, who's in 14th. Tyler Faber remains in 15th of his run, and then Brandon Wood, despite not racing today, remains in 16th. In the number 3 team, well, only the points of Connor Atwood and Carl Sander count towards the championship, so they did not make any progress today. Due to a penalty at Silverstone, that team drops to 17th. Tristan Wilhoit remains in 18th, and then it's Ryan Acosta and Ali Nelson rounding out your top 20. And that is all for a dramatic Sweden race. Be sure to stick around next time when the teams remain in Scandinavia and head over to the infamous Karjala Raceway in Finland.